From cats trained by the CIA to become secret agents, to a penguin who was officially awarded military honors, we humans aren't the only ones with weird situations or strange stories. Get ready, you're watching Random Facts, and today I'm going to tell you 5 real animal facts that sound like a joke, a made-up story, or even an urban legend. But nope, they're 100% real, documented, and so insane they'll leave you thinking, what? Let's jump into the first one. Number 1, the mayor cat. Imagine living in a place where the mayor doesn't talk, doesn't make false promises, and absolutely loves naps. Sounds great, right? Well, that actually happened in a small town in Alaska called Talkeetna. In 1997, during local elections, the citizens were so disappointed with the human candidates that they decided to make a joke. They nominated an orange kitten named Stubbs. And the surprising part, Stubbs actually won the election. Even though the position was more symbolic than political, he was officially recognized as the honorary mayor of the town. From that point on, Stubbs ruled for 20 years. Yes, 2 full decades in office, longer than most presidents. You could find him almost every day in a local store where he had a special bed, greeted tourists, and drank water with catnip out of a wine glass. He became a true celebrity, appearing in newspapers, reports, and even books. And the best part, no one ever accused him of corruption because, well, all he did was sleep and purr. Stubbs passed away in 2017, and many still remember him as the best mayor Talkeetna ever had. And yes, probably the cleanest political record in history. Number 2, the CIA spy cats. During the Cold War, the paranoia between the US and the Soviet Union was so intense that almost any idea sounded like a good one for spying on the enemy, even the most absurd. Enter Project Acoustic Kitty, one of the craziest and real experiments in the history of espionage. The idea was to train cats to work as living microphones. How did it work? The CIA surgically implanted a microphone in the cat's ear, an antenna in its tail, and a small battery inside its body. Yes, all inside a living cat. The plan was to release these cats in parks or near Soviet embassies, hoping they'd sit near diplomats and record their conversations. But there was one tiny problem. Cats don't follow orders. According to declassified reports, the first cat was released near the Russian embassy in Washington, D.C. And as soon as it crossed the street, it was hit by a taxi. Millions of dollars in spy tech gone in seconds. And just like that, the project was shut down. To this day, many agents remember it as one of the most ridiculous plans in CIA history. Lesson learned, never try to make a cat work for you. Number 3, flamingos aren't pink. When you think of flamingos, you probably imagine that bright pink color, elegant, eye-catching, and unique in the animal kingdom. But here's the fact, flamingos aren't born pink. They're born gray, sometimes even whitish, nothing like the glamorous pink we all picture. So where does the color come from? It's all about their diet. Flamingos eat algae, tiny crustaceans, and shrimp that are rich in a natural pigment called beta-carotene. That's the same pigment that gives carrots and salmon their orange color. When flamingos digest these foods, their bodies convert the beta-carotene into pigment, which gets stored in their feathers, legs, and beak. That's why, in captivity, if they don't eat the right food, flamingos start to lose their pink color and look much duller. Some zoos even add beta-carotene supplements to their food just to keep them looking vibrant. So yes, flamingos are what they eat. Number 4, the headless chicken. This is, without a doubt, one of the most shocking and hard-to-believe facts. In 1945, in Colorado, a farmer named Lloyd Olson was preparing dinner. He picked a chicken, placed it on the chopping block, and cut off its head with an axe. So far, everything was normal. But something strange happened. The chicken didn't die. Instead of collapsing, it started walking around like nothing had happened. It even tried to peck at the ground and flap its wings. Lloyd thought it was just muscle reflexes, but minutes passed, and the chicken was still alive. He named it Mike and decided to keep it alive, feeding it with a liquid mixture directly into its esophagus. Later analysis revealed the cut was just right. The head was removed, but part of the brain stem remained intact, enough for Mike to stay alive. Mike lived like this for 18 months. He traveled across the US, appeared at fairs, became a celebrity, and was even featured in Time and Life magazines. They even made money from him, people paid to see him. Sadly, Mike died one night by choking on mucus. But his story lives on. In his hometown, there's even a yearly festival called the Mike the Headless Chicken Festival. Number 5. The military penguin Sir Nils Olav. Did you know there's a penguin with a military rank who was knighted by a real monarchy? His name is Nils Olav, and he lives at the Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland. It all started in 1972, when the Norwegian Royal Guard visited the zoo and symbolically adopted a penguin. Since then, every time the soldiers returned to Scotland, they would promote the penguin. He started as a corporal, then became a sergeant, then a lieutenant, and just kept rising. Today, he's a brigadier and an official royal knight, honored by King Harald V of Norway. Yes, this penguin has a uniform, gets saluted with honors, and even takes part in military parades. And Nils Olav isn't just one penguin. When one dies, the next penguin at the zoo inherits the name and rank. So technically, the military legacy of Nils Olav lives on. This penguin isn't just adorable, he's probably the animal with the most symbolic authority in the world. And next time you feel stuck in your job without a promotion, remember there's a penguin outranking you. And there you have it, 5 animals with stories so wild they sound made up. A cat mayor, an immortal chicken, spy cats, fashionista flamingos, and a penguin with more medals than Rambo. Which one was your favorite? Did you already know any of these? Let me know in the comments, subscribe for more random facts like these, and don't forget to share this video with someone who loves animals and the crazy side of the real world. See you in the next video.